Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Bella from Earth Angel Restorative Therapy and Healing, Earth for short. I'm here with another weekly video, and it's gonna be for today, April 23rd to Saturday, April 28th. How is everybody doing? How has everybody been feeling with all the crazy energies? We're getting a new moon at the end of the week. I believe it's either Saturday or Sunday. So that's exciting. I think that the energies are gonna kind of calm down a little bit. But I think it's gonna be a new moon in Scorpio. So it should bring this craziness that I've been feeling to an end. Let me know if you guys have been feeling it too. I was never the one to kind of like think or feel that I was affected by moon energies, but this last one definitely had me going crazy. So again, after this weekend, the energy should be a little bit calmer, which is good. Before I get into the reading, I just want to mention that I'm still doing the half off Reiki special. Reiki will work even if I don't see you in person. It's all about intention, and energy will go where I tell it to go. So, and for those of you that don't know what Reiki is, it's very healing energy that's, obviously it's from higher vibrational God energy, but it works with your body to help it release blockages that are blocking it from healing itself. So if you feel that you have blockages, emotional, it could be traumas, emotional trauma, physical traumas. Ooh, whoopsie, moving the camera. Yeah, if you feel like you've experienced some trauma and you're having a difficult time moving past it, Reiki will definitely help you. So if you're interested, you can receive half off the distant Reiki, and you can check that out on my website, www.earthangelrth.com. And of course, I'll have it in the description box, so don't worry if you didn't catch that. Okay, now on to the reading. And if you can hear the music in the background, I am playing Reiki healing music, and this is by Body, Mind, and Soul. So if you like the music in the background, you can check their page out. Again, it's a YouTube page, Body, Mind, Zone. Did I say that before, or did I say Soul? I don't know. Body, Mind, Zone. And they have 3-hour Reiki healing music. So, okay. So that's the overall energy. So let me just move this so it can be seen. Let me see this. And apologies in advance if you guys can hear banging and stuff. I live right under a daycare. And so, I mean, if you guys hear I feel like it's always something. It's either my dog, it's some screaming babies. Like, I love babies, but they have really loud screams and shrieks. So if you hear them, I apologize. For those of you that may be wondering, I am doing a new spread where I feel like I don't know if I've said this in other videos, but I feel like I want to keep doing new spreads until I find one that kind of, or a few, I guess, that works. But I've just been trying out new stuff, and okay. All right, so now that I've got all the cards out of the way, this is the angel advice that we have, and I'm just gonna keep this out of the shot for now, just so that we can get to everything and you guys can see it kind of a little bit better. So, okay. So up top, these are the overall energies, and I'll bring them down so we can talk about them a little bit. These are the overall energies for this week. Okay. This is why sometimes I also like to have the spread already done, because we're at, I don't know how many minutes I just wasted doing all of that. Just because I like to shuffle, and it takes me, I feel like it takes me a little bit longer than normal people, I guess, to kind of be in the zone and get the cards and stuff like that. So, almost done, guys, I promise. Okay. I'm using a lot of decks. If you guys want to know the decks, just let me know. Or I can just put them in the description box. But I'm using pretty standard, you know, the energy deck from Sandra Ann Taylor. This is the Rider-Waite deck. And then all of these, I can let you guys know later. Okay, so overall energies for the week that they want us to, they meaning higher beings, angels, they want us to be aware of this week. First one is relationship. So your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. If as you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So with this, I'm feeling, I mean, obviously the description right there, it explains it perfectly, but I feel like I'm getting the image of like a hamster in a hamster wheel, just kind of like wondering why things aren't working out. maybe getting into new relationships, getting out, getting into new relationships, getting out, not really understanding why, and maybe seeing it as maybe it's the other person, the other people. Why can't I find this relationship for me? Why can't these things work? I see Johnny and Elsa lovingly, and I'm a little bit envious and I want that, but nobody that I'm attracting is stable, or it's not working. That person is a relationship. That person is a mirror of you, because you're only attracting the same energy as that you are projecting. So in order to find the perfect person, or I don't really like that word, but a soulmate, or somebody who you like, your person. In order to find your person, you have to, first of all, heal within yourself. And that comes by way of forming a relationship with your creator. Now, it doesn't have to be, even if there are atheists out there that that they don't believe in God and stuff like that. If you believe in the planet, if you believe in a greater power, that's all that is needed. Focus internally a little bit, heal up, and feel that love from this universal power, and get yourself to look at things from a higher perspective, a higher point of view, and then that's how you can attract it. And when is it going to happen? In perfect timing. So I definitely off the bat maybe feel like this might be a relationship spread for those people that are curious or wanting to know about a relationship. And then perfect timing. So now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. I feel that after you kind of form a relationship with the higher power, then everything is going to be happening in perfect divine timing. But as you heard just a second ago, I mean, you're always surrounded by loved ones in spirit, and in your spirit guides and angels and stuff like that. But it's going to happen when you form a closer bond with them, because they're going to tell you, okay, now let's go through that door. Okay, now, or you wanted this, here's the perfect opportunity for you to accomplish this. So focus on your relationship with the higher power. Then everything's going to happen at the perfect time. Okay. So this is the situation. What is happening? What is happening? All right. So what's happening is the Knight of Swords is one of those cards where it represents kind of like a younger attitude, a younger mental attitude. Not like immature, but kind of just maybe like not developed as much. And so it's not thinking things through in its entirety, and just kind of charging forward with some plan that you didn't think through carefully enough, and you didn't even think about the what is it called? The repercussions, the consequences of the actions that you're about to do. Like it's more about you thinking that something is good when you didn't put things into perspective as you should have, and now you're risking yourself and others around you. Like this horse is nervous, out of breath because you're pushing and charging. So not thinking things through carefully, but still charging ahead and still going for something. And swords are all about mental, your mind and your thoughts. And so it's about having an idea and going with it. And I mean, at times, yes, that's good. But this card is here to say that this time, this situation, it wasn't carefully thought out. And now you're putting yourself at risk and this horse at risk. And you don't even, it doesn't even seem like he cares. Like, he thinks he's right. He thinks he's right. He doesn't want to hear any advice from anybody because he thinks he's right. And then this card is the Queen, sorry, not the Queen, the King of Cups. And obviously this is the more emotional king. It's somebody who can be stable despite emotional turmoil. This king is very intuitive and he goes by his feelings. He kind of checks in with himself and his feelings. Maybe not thinking things through entirely. Maybe, he's not thinking about things logically. He's just going by his emotions. But sometimes, when you're in your emotions, you can kind of do things and say things, that you don't really mean. But this is more of a mature energy and kind of being able to weather that storm and not let your emotions, like being very emotionally intuitive and mindful of your emotions, but you're able to weather the storm. So if you are feeling crazy and all these crazy emotions, kind of having the mental capacity to be like, you know what, I'm tripping right now. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm not going to make any sudden movements because I know that these feelings are going to pass. So what I'm getting with these two cards, this is the unseen energy. Like this is Daughter Spirit. So Daughter Spirit for me is very, I mean, it's obviously a spiritual card, but what I'm getting, these I feel like are unseen. This is like more 5D, what isn't seen in the 3D. So what's going on kind of in the spiritual aspects that we aren't seeing. Can you guys hear my dog? I told y'all it's either screaming babies or my dog. So what I feel like is there was a relationship here that is not, you're not together. You're not together. And because I'm seeing a king and a knight, I'm going to attribute it to a masculine energy. So I mean, it doesn't have to be a male, but whoever has masculine energy, you're not together. I feel like things were emotionally too much for him to handle. And so he fled. He definitely walked away. He walked away. He thought that he couldn't handle the emotional aspect of it. I feel that you see how like this king has like a robe and stuff over him. I feel that this person didn't feel like he was capable to handle this emotional turmoil, but all he had to do was kind of take the robe off, kind of like dig a little bit deeper, connect with himself, and he would have been able to weather the storm. But he didn't go deeper because he didn't feel like he knew how to. So he did what he felt was the most appropriate, which was to leave. He left the situation. But what he isn't seeing, and what was also unknown to his partner, was that it was all in divine, it was all meant to happen, because as he sits with himself and tries to figure out, well, why, if I couldn't weather the storm, but there's something in me that still wants to be with them, or why couldn't I handle that? Like, now that he's fled and he has the opportunity to sit down and talk to himself, that's what is needed to get him through this door to spirit. And basically, it's whatever he was running from was meant to push him through this door. And this door to spirit, it kind of, to me, it means like a new beginning, a new spiritual beginning. So maybe a spiritual awakening even. So maybe he walked away, or he was hurt so bad by something, and it's causing him to have a new beginning spiritually, and by connecting with himself, by taking the robe off. And yeah, I feel like this is another twin flame situation. But yeah, whatever happened was meant to get him to pull this robe off, fill his cup, because it's not even filled. It's empty as fuck. Sorry for my language, but it's empty as fuck. And look, he's like scared to like touch the water. He's like scared to connect with himself. And he's like looking around. He's looking to his past, because he's there's still emotional trauma that's what's kind of has him cloaked, and he's not even trying to deal with that. So he met this person, or the situation happened, and it reminded him of the pains that he experienced in childhood. So now, instead of fighting through those emotions and sticking his foot in the water and filling his cup and getting in tune with himself, he just left. But that was supposed to happen so that he can have a new beginning in like a spiritual awakening, new beginning. And what I'm feeling or hearing, I don't even know the difference at this point. I don't hear different voices. I just hear like thoughts and phrases. And so I don't even know if that's considered clairaudient. I hope so. Or it's just like claircognizance. But anyway, okay, so I'm getting off on a tangent. So what I'm hearing or what I'm sensing is that the person who might have caused that to him to walk away and to leave is feeling guilty. And so what I want to say is, don't feel guilty, because all of that was supposed to happen. Don't feel guilty if you think that you pushed him away, or you pushed him to a point of where he's uncomfortable, he doesn't know what to do with himself, he left, now he's all alone and stuff like that. Don't feel guilty, because all of that was supposed to happen. Okay. All right, so this is what is unknown. What is unknown to you at this point in time? What is unknown? And then we have a major arcana card, the Justice card. Automatically, I'm hearing you will get what you deserve. The Justice card is a card of fairness. It's a card of balance because the scales are balanced. It's a card of, I feel like it's a karma card in a way. Like, you're gonna get what you deserve. What you put out, you're gonna get in return. And so maybe you're feeling that, for those people that are feeling like guilty, you know, I pushed this person away and now, you know, I want him back, and we were good together, or maybe, you know, we had some stuff that we needed to work out, but we were still good. And so now you're kind of down in the dumps and you're very fearful of things not working out. Maybe you're afraid of not finding Mr. Right. Whatever energy you're putting out, you are going to get back. But this card is here to tell you that if you take the time to connect with yourself, as the card in the beginning had told you, you take the time to balance yourself out, get in touch with your intuition, being able to balance your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, being all in alignment with your divine self, that you're going to get that same justice. You're going to get that in return. I'm going to pull a clarifier for that, but what's unknown to you is there's an energy of lack. And so it says financial constraints, but it can also be, I mean, I feel that for the majority of people, there is financial constraints that are worrying you. For others, it might be other kind of constraints. Maybe health constraints, or there's something that you're worrying about that's not, it's causing imbalance in your life. For most, it's going to be about money. But what's unknown to you is that there's the whole law of attraction situation that it's kind of like whatever you're focusing on is what you're going to keep receiving. So if this is all you see, this is all you're going to continue to get. If you see yourself as this poor, you know, person, like, poor me, I can't do this, I can't do that, what's wrong with me, I'm such a this, or, you know, why can't I have the money, why can't I be financially stable? If you keep thinking about the lack of it, that's what you're going to keep receiving. But what the angels really want you to know is you are, you are the magician in your own life. You are co-creating your life. And only you has the control of that, of what you want in your life and what you get in your life. So think about what you want. Don't focus on the money. For some, that's going to be moving jobs and moving career opportunities and a change in that way. For others, it's just going to be weight related, health related. If you feel like you can't get over this weight situation, that's exactly what's going to keep occurring. Or yeah, I was trying to see if I hear anything else, but yeah. So what they want you to know is that you are the magician. And I mean, see how this person is kind of like, he's balancing two forces, and I feel like that's like, he knows, I feel like he's in tune with himself, and that's why I feel like he's in that white robe. Like he's pure, like he doesn't he's very mindful, and he's able to control his mind, and he's able to be in tune with his body, and so he acts when he knows that he needs to act, or he sits and receives and waits when it's appropriate to do so. So it's all about the balance that I that I feel like is how he's able to be so successful. But there's some kind of constraint. For most, it is going to be about money that's keeping you out of balance. And in order for you to get the justice, the big the big present, the gift, what you're striving for, in order for you to get that, you have to really understand that the constraint, your worries, your fears about the lack, you know, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough, I'm overweight, I can't seem to fix my weight, I don't have money, I want to start a new business, but I can't, I'm scared of success, I don't have enough money to start this new venture, or I have a great business idea, but I don't have the money to start it, or things like that. Like, that's going to keep you out of balance, those thoughts. And you really want to be in balance. And obviously, how to get there is practice mindfulness. Trying to reduce the chatter in your mind and only allow good chatter. And it's not to ignore the bad chatter. It's just to say, you know what, I'm not gonna, if it's bad chatter, you sit there and you connect with it and say, is this coming from a place of fear? Well, then I don't need that. Is this coming because I'm hurt? Well, let me review the pain. Let me release the pain in a healthy way and then carry on. But the constraints and your lack mentality, your fear mentality is what's keeping you out of balance. Once you get out of your own way, then you can get the justice that you deserve, the karma, the balance in your life. These are the blockages, or what is it that you have to learn, if there's any lessons here, or maybe what's your fear, what's blocking you. And off the bat, I definitely feel like it's a contract, and I feel like this is a soul contract. Like, you haven't you aren't learning the lessons that you're supposed to be learning. We all have lessons that we signed up for. I mean, for others, it can be very like physical contracts. Maybe you signed up for a business partnership that's not going well. Maybe I'm sorry. Maybe there's some kind of legal battle that you're facing, that you're trying to get out of. But for most, I feel like it's a soul contract that you're not learning. That you're not learning. That once you learn it, it's just gonna open up so many doors for you. And it's you don't see anything move. You don't see any movement. You don't see anything happening fast. You feel stagnant. You feel like nothing's moving, nothing's happening, and that has you down, you know. But learn the soul contracts, and that's gonna come by way of obviously mindfulness, connecting with yourself. And I feel like I want to say, find out what triggers you the most, emotionally, mentally, anything. What triggers you? Who triggers you the most? Why? Sit with yourself. Ask yourself that. And once you learn these lessons, these contract lessons that you signed up for, you're going to see all of these doors to move forward. And it's going to happen fast. But you're not seeing it. And that's why, you're all so down. I'm just going to pull some clarifier cards. So we have somebody that walked away. Somebody that walked away from your life. And it was meant to happen because this individual was supposed to be going through a spiritual awakening. And now you think that you are lacking. You think that there's something missing, that you don't have what you need. Maybe it's because of him. Or maybe it's your own, just your own mentality. But your fears and your lack mentality has you out of balance. It's not preventing you from, it is preventing you from being in balance. And you were supposed to learn lessons, these, like, for example, this lack mentality. Sit with yourself, try to find out, why do you think that you're, maybe not enough, or maybe that you are never going to get financial success, or why are you scared of, completing things and stuff like that. But it has to do with soul lessons that you came here to learn. And the fact that you haven't learned them has caused a bit of stagnation in your life. So let's get a little bit more clarifiers. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm like coming down with a cold, or I don't know why I keep coughing, but okay. Okay, so this man who left, he's alone. And he may be, with other people. He may be with other women. He may be... yeah, like I said, in other relationships, or he may be alone. But he's thinking about one in particular. As you can see, this man is a thinking man. He is... in his quiet times, when he's sitting with himself... he is thinking. He's thinking about what happened between him and his partner. What happened to make him feel like he couldn't handle the emotional turbulence. He's thinking about the relationship a whole lot. More than he'd like to admit, is what I'm just hearing. And he's asking himself, how I messed up big time by leaving when I shouldn't have left. I messed up big time by not working through the problems. I just straight up left. I know she's hurting. I know she's not happy with me. she cut me off. She probably wants nothing to do with me, and I messed up because she was such a great woman. And he's also thinking about money. He's also thinking about, this woman taught me so much. I want to give back. I want to give back to her. Maybe I want to come back in her life, but I'm trying to figure out how I can be an asset to her, because she was such an asset to me and I never felt like I was an asset to her. So I want to be an asset now, and I want to figure out ways that I can give her what she deserves. You know, financial freedom. She taught me to fight for that, so I'm gonna do that. And then the last card is the privileged lady. And I feel like that's this woman. And he's thinking like, I want to give her money. How do I come back into her life and be an asset to her? That means I need to get my shit together. I need to make this guap. I need to make this money. And I need to be able to give her, because I want to see her financially set. I want to be able to give her all of the riches that she wants. So he's thinking about you. He's figuring out ways that he can make more money. I feel like for some, they are stepping into alignment with their true purpose. So they're figuring out, okay, well, if my purpose is to be, I don't know, a high school teacher, and I'm not doing that, I need to figure out how to get there. I need to figure out how to become this chef that I want to be, this motivational speaker that I want to be, this counselor that I want, whatever the case that he wants to be. He's figuring that out and figuring out how to make money off of that, so that he can spoil his lady. This can also mean maybe he had a financial contract with another woman. Maybe he had ties to a woman that had money. And he's sitting here trying to figure out, listen, I already know she's not even the one for me. I probably just stuck around her because she has a lot of money. Now I need to figure out how to get my own money and figure out how to get back to my boo, who's not this woman, but I need to figure out how to get back to my boo. So I feel like he's definitely figuring out ways to get back to this person that he's left. And so he's sitting there plotting that, although he's not even communicating with you. All right, so this is what's unknown. Okay, so what is unknown to you? I feel that you getting what you deserve is being stalled by your inability to manifest correctly. Or maybe you don't know how to manifest, or maybe you don't even know about manifestation, but it's being stalled. It's being held up because you keep thinking about what you don't have. Oh, poor me. I don't have this relationship. I don't have this love. I don't have this money that I want. I'm trying to focus on building a career, a name for myself. But, you know, Johnny and Sue have it. Why can't I have it? Or why can't I be the next YouTube sensation? But your justice is being held because you're not aligning with it. And so the clarifier cards for that is community. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. mature man, and poverty. So right off the bat, I mean, that's how your mentality is on the poverty. And like I said, whatever you resonate with, whatever you are thinking about the most, that's what you attract. And so for a lot of you, you guys think that you are severely in lack, in poverty. And for some, being around people will help you realize that you're not in that much poverty. Like people around you, whether it's family, friends, they'll be able to help you to kind of shift your focus and try to get you to see it correctly. Like, you know what? I'm really not even that bad off. I have my basic needs, food, shelter, water. I have my basic needs met. I have a job, even though I can't stand it, but I still have a job. I can pay my bills. So being around community might help you take that, lack perspective lack perspective away. It could be to be around like-minded people, and not the lack mentality people, but like people that inspire you, people that motivate you, people that want to inspire others to do better, to feel better, to eat better, to do better, to give back. For others, it is to give back to the community. Sorry for the glare. So for some, being around like-minded people will help you get out of this poverty mentality. But for others, it's giving back to your community to really see how other people are doing. Ones that really are homeless and don't have a job. And I get it, because I struggled with this one too. Like, how can I love giving back, I do. But I think that my constraint was this. I only thought that I can give back to humanity if I had money. But like, your time means something. So even if you don't have money, you giving back and visiting like old people at a home could brighten their day. And that's not, you don't have to spend money. So, and then you have the mature man. So I feel like for some of you, you might have to seek a counselor, seek a person that can shed wisdom, because this mature man, he's been through a lot, he's gone through a lot, he's overcome a lot, he's traveled, he's aware, he's learned his lessons. And if you see the books, like, he's just learned so much from life that he's a wealth of knowledge. So for some, it might be you need to go seek some help from a spiritual person, like somebody that can help you put things into perspective. For others, being around like-minded people. For others, it could be to give back, so that you can see that although you have no money, you are still, you have enough. You can still give back to get you away from this mentality of poverty. And then that way, when you get yourself out of that mentality, then you can have everything that you're asking for, all of your desires. Okay, so the blockages, the fears, what is this coming from? Coming from soul contracts that you signed up for, that you're not really paying attention to, you're not even probably aware. You feel and see that your life is kind of stagnant. It's not going in the direction that you want to go in. You want this relationship. You want possibly a new business, but not having the business, not having the money, not having this relationship, it's bringing about a lot of fears in your life, but these fears are good because they're triggers, and with these triggers you can see what you came here to learn. But the only thing that you can see is that your life is stagnant. This relationship isn't in your life. This money isn't in your life. And so you're like, damn, like, my life ain't shit. But you have to learn the lessons in order for things to move forward in your life. And so let me get 3 clarifiers for that. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see that? Okay. Let me move this up a little bit so you guys can see. I'll do it like that. I wasn't even trying to have this long of a video up, but yeah. Okay. Okay, so the clarifiers for this is what's blocking you. This is what you don't even see that's kind of blocking you. And obviously, I said it's the soul contracts that you signed up for. For some, the soul contract might have to do with a mature woman that you grew up with. So it could be your mom, your grandmother. If you have to learn forgiveness, if you have to learn love because a mature woman wasn't giving you love, for example, growing up, then that's what you need to learn and you need to release. For others, it might be that that's what I'm feeling, like healing like motherly energies, healing from those relationships. And it can be karmic, so just also take that into consideration. It can be karmic, and if it is karmic, then that can give you like a new perspective at looking at the relationship. You know, for example, if you know that you had a bad relationship with your mother, but that you know it was karmic, like there's some debt there that you owed because you were an asshole in a previous life, that can help you manage the relationship a little bit better, you know, and help you release it a little bit quicker. For others, it's what I'm getting is focus on your dreams and your aspirations and expect them to come true. So a lot of people are looking at the fact that they want to be a mom. They want to be in this relationship with this person. They want a house together. They want to build this future. But you're not, your fears are not letting you expect it. With the law of attraction, there's a level of expectation, a healthy expectation, not like, yeah, just a healthy expectation that you're going to get it. So a lot of it is expect that your dreams are going to come true. Just let go of the expectation of what it looks like specifically, if that makes sense. Know that you are going to achieve everything that you want to achieve. You're going to receive everything that you want to receive. That includes this fancy house. That includes being a mom and a grandmother, this family life that you might want, or somebody that just has their own shit together. This woman that is a professional. She's overcome a lot of adversity. She is influential, motivational. She has her shit together. But a lot of people are like, nah, I can never do all that. I can never be, I want it, but I can't achieve all that. I don't have it in me. No. Have a certain level of healthy expectation. Like, you know what? No, I'm gonna get it. Why? Because I'm deserving. I'm deserving. I can do this. The only thing that's holding me back is me. And I'm going to overcome that so that I can be the successful woman that I'm called to be, that I'm here to be, that I want to be. I'm going to have my own shit together. I'm going to have this house of my dreams, and I'm going to get it with nobody's help. Expect it. Believe it. And that's how you can get it. And I feel like while you're away from this person or these people, maybe it's more than one relationship, who knows? Now would be the perfect opportunity for you to sit down with yourself. If you're alone, sit down with yourself and really figure out what triggers me, what am I here to learn? Why don't I believe in myself? Why don't I believe that I can achieve all this stuff? Sit with yourself, write it, write it down so you can have a, something written that you can refer back to, and start from there. And then that's how you build a relationship with yourself, with the universe, with Gaia, with all this energy, that we have around us, with spirit, with Jesus. And, if you don't believe in any of that stuff, with just the higher power, universal power, divine power, whatever you believe in. So this is the outcome. And before I get into the I don't know what I should do first. Yeah, this is the outcome, but this is the advice from the angels. So I'll do the outcome first quickly before I do the advice. So if you follow the advice from the angels, from your guides, from yourself, because you know more than you know, you will achieve the balancing out of. No, that's funny. You will receive the balance that you're looking for. You see how this is making you out of balance? You're gonna achieve that balance, balancing the male and the female energies within yourself. And I feel like this was like this with this magician. Like I said, like he knows when to take action, which is the male, and he knows when to just sit and receive and listen, and that's the female. So there's going to be a balance that you achieve in your life after you kind of listen to all of this stuff and yourself. For some of you, you're going to achieve a very independent financial stability, that you want. This business or this situation regarding money, maybe it's a contract that you're trying to get out of, maybe it's a lawsuit that you are trying to win and in order to gain some money, maybe it's you getting a loan from other people, a bank or whatever, so that you can start your business up. You're going to receive it, and you're just going to become this financially independent, satisfied person. Like, yup, I worked hard, now I have all this money coming in and stuff like that. Now I'm good. Now, like, I'm balanced. I am so balanced that I am just a manifesting machine. The star talks about, it is kind of like wishes fulfilled, wishes granted. Wishing upon a star, achieving all of that. Being led intuitively to those dreams, to those wishes. For some, it can be this guy might come back. Remember, I said up here, he's trying to figure out, how am I going to get this money so that I can shower this woman. I can give her my money. I can be an asset to her because now, I'm trying to get my shit together. Well, now he's back with his money, trying to shower you with his money. This is only going to come though when you achieve the balance, when you are a manifesting machine, when you are aligned, pure meaning you've cleared out, karma. You've cleared out your lack mentality. So it's gonna come. Your wish is fulfilled. Your honey boo boo over here. All right, so what are the angels telling you? Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. So for those that have family issues, remember I said, that's so cool. Remember I said up here, this might be like your mom-related issues. For some, it can be a mom. For some, it can be father. And maybe your issues with men, I can't find the right one. In addition to it being because maybe you feel like you're not worthy. You're not in alignment with yourself, so maybe you are attracting these broken people. But for some, it can be because you had a very difficult relationship with your father, and that needs to be resolved. It needs to be forgiven so that you can move forward. So work on healing that, family issues, family lineages if you need to. The next one is, my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. So everything that you see outside of you, everything that you're attracting is a result of what you're programmed to see, to feel. And that's kind of your manifestation point. Like, are you thinking in lack? Because that's what you're going to manifest. So that's what it's telling you here. Like, your outer experiences are a reflection of your internal conditions. So if you start believing and expecting that you are financially stable, that you are good, that you're not lacking, that you're happy, that you're joyful, that you have everything that you need, that you are in balance, that your wishes are fulfilled, that you have no worries, then that's going to become your outer experience. Clairvoyance. So for some of you that are working on, fine-tuning your spiritual gifts, Archangel Raziel, is here helping you in your spiritual sight or your spiritual gifts to awaken so that you are in alignment and know which way to go. What's holding you back is your fear. What's holding you back is driven by your fear. Let all of your fears go so that you can achieve what you want to achieve. Fear will keep us stuck and stagnant. Fear will keep us and prevent us from moving forward. And that's really what we need to do. Get over the fear. And if you want to move forward, get rid of those fears. You have nothing to worry about. Anything that you ever want will be taken care of, will be given to you. But you just have to release the fear. And then lastly, whole in the soul. This is another beautiful card. And I just want to read that because I love this. Listen, I love this deck. So, whole in the soul. Let's see. Hole in the soul. Your childhood wounds are creating a hole in your soul. One way, can you hear the babies upstairs? One way your childhood wounds disrupt an extraordinary life is through low-grade depression experienced as a perpetual empty feeling. If as a child you tried to make everything all right by picking up the pieces of your family dramas, then you adopted a false self. Oh, look at me. I'm like not even... When you lose your authentic self, you disconnect from your true feelings, needs, and desires. I'm going to put that, no, I'll hold it up. Instead, you wear a mask to make others feel more comfortable. Being detached leads to profound loneliness and isolation as you are always mourning your true self. This card encourages you to discover your true self through learning about your childhood and mourning the abandonment and neglect you felt. Amen. I truly love this deck. It is so spot on. And then the action that they give you is find a safe place. Use colored pencils to draw several masks. Each mask needs to represent an aspect of your false self, such as a good girl or boy, savior, slave, rebel, victim, overachiever, etc. Take time to write or draw the qualities you feel each false self contains. Turn on some powerful music, put on a mask, and move in a way you feel the mask requires for you to express yourself and feel the feelings you may have suppressed. Once you have completed the dance, take off the physical mask and burn it. Then imagine energetically taking off the false mask you wear in front of various people. Give yourself permission to be your real self. Imagine a person in front of you who you feel doesn't accept you. Say, I'm going to betray you now and recover my true self. Now imagine this person saying to you, I understand you and encourage you to become the person you are meant to be. Isn't that beautiful? That is so beautiful. Yes, a lot of our trauma does come from our childhood. And so if that is you, heal from your mother, heal from your father, heal from any of your family issues that you feel are holding you back. If you are feeling fear, figure out why. And does that trace back to childhood? Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it could be a past life. And if it is from a past life, you're just going to need to meditate on it some more so that you can figure out exactly where it comes from. But if it's from this lifetime, do what it says. Imagine what masks you're wearing that you've made yourself wear because maybe that's what you needed to do in order to feel accepted. And take it off. And imagine that person saying, it's okay for you. I understand you, and it's okay for you to be you. I support you. And admire you for being your true, authentic self. And then once you do all of that, you're going to have your dreams that you desire. For some, this person might be coming back. For others, you're going to be so balanced and so rich, or at least financially stable. You're not even going to need this person, but you're going to be able to fix, for others that this person isn't coming back. You're not going to feel that you're going to attract these broken individuals anymore. Why? Because you're not broken anymore, because you've dealt with all of your wounds and you've dealt with them head on and faced them and gotten rid of them from your energetic body. So now you're not going to attract those same kinds of people. You're not going to be this hamster in a hamster wheel doing the same thing with guys or girls and it going nowhere. You're going to be able to attract what you need and you deserve. And it starts with you. And it's going to happen when it needs to happen in perfect timing. So I feel like that's it. I thought it was going to be more of a twin flame situation, but I didn't feel like it was just exclusively for twin flames. So yes, this is a general reading. I hope that those that watch the video walk away with at least one thing. If it doesn't resonate, that's totally cool. That's totally fine. It just means that it wasn't meant for you. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a great week. I hope that you guys take the time to get in tune with yourself and take out all these fears and start putting in trust and belief and faith in the divine and in yourself, that you can overcome and you can achieve. And yeah, I hope that this week goes very, very well for you guys. I hope it's full of lots of love and joy. If you guys need anything, let me know. Visit my website. You can contact me that way. And again, if you're feeling like you want a Reiki session, let me know. I will have all the information down in the description box. Until next time, guys. Bye.